Hey everyone, I'm Brian.
I'm Tyler.
And we're Gardener in Love.
Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. We are outside under our beautiful big oak tree in the front flower beds, and we're getting some more annuals in the ground today. Brian, why don't you tell everyone our inspiration for today's planting?
It's time for our theme park planting. So this year, a major inspiration for us was theme parks, and that's probably because this year and last year we went to several theme parks, and we just are theme park people. We love roller coasters.
It's mainly me.
Yeah, Tyler's a roller coaster fiend. He plays Roller Coaster Tycoon all the time, without fail, every day.
That's gonna get cut out.
So we love theme parks for a lot of reasons. Mostly for me, it's the landscaping though, and the food, I guess. But for Tyler, it's the roller coasters. And last year we went to Universal Studios, and we were just really inspired by a mass planting of geraniums that they had there. And I think that a lot of these theme parks, whenever they're designing the landscape, they use things like geraniums because they throw up blooms and they stay for a long, long time. So we saw a lot of geraniums, a lot of really cool, unique grasses in mass plantings, and we saw SunPatiens. And I've always been a big fan of SunPatiens because I'm from Florida, and we use them down there in the landscape a lot because they are just so vigorous. There's so many different color combinations. There's so many different color options that they have. And so in theme parks, we've seen them used several different ways. They mass plant them just on like a hill or in one space together. We've also seen them put in planters, so like stacked in different planters in different layers. We also saw like in a lake, they mass plant them in basically like floating little planters. So out in the middle of the lake, there's just these round bubbles of just beautiful color. And so that really inspired us, and we brought that idea back, and we decided to do it in our own garden. So we have this big space here that we're sitting in now under our oak tree, and we've got a lot of SunPatiens to put here.
How many is this?
So I think that, we ended up buying 6-packs. When you're mass planting, you have to plan for knowing that they're gonna grow a lot bigger, and you're just gonna put them out. These grow about, I believe it's like 13 or 14 inches wide, and so you can plant them about every 12 inches and really cover a lot of area with just one plant. And so I believe that we got 11 6-packs, so that's 66 plants. And we do have a lot of ground to cover, but we are going to show you guys how we're going to plant them shortly.
Another thing about SunPatiens that really caught our eye is we have a very long growing season here in the south, and it gets extremely hot, and there's not a lot of plants that can take that long season and the heat and humidity.
Yeah.
And last fall when we were driving around town, we kept seeing people with SunPatiens still in their yard, like October, and we were like, holy cow, that seems like a missed opportunity. We should have totally planted some of those.
Yeah.
So that's why we chose these, and because we have a long growing season, they'll get really big for us.
Yeah, and they just have flowers all over them. They sort of like grow in a dome and cover their space, and then they flower through the whole season, all the way up, like Tyler said, through October.
And no deadheading required either, which is amazing for a mass planting.
The other thing that we picked up is these Prince Tut grasses. And I think that these will be the perfect size. I believe that these get about 18 to 30 inches tall. So you can see that we have the hydrangea hedge behind us, and we don't want anything that will get a lot taller than that. We want everything to sort of be combined into one mass. Just when you look at it, it just looks like a sea of plants. And so we'll have the hydrangea hedge that's all white blooms, and then we'll have some Prince Tuts every few feet. And then we'll just do a massive ring around the entire bed of the SunPatiens. So
what color is this, by the way?
This is compact purple, and you can see on the SunPatiens website, they have tons of different options for you. This year, I believe, where we got these, they just picked several different colors to do in the 6-packs, and the 6-packs were what we were really going for. So we do have the Super Tunia Jazzberry and Mini Vista Indigo up in front of our house. So I think that this color really complements those colors nicely.
Yeah, it's almost kind of like in between
the
two.
It's a little bit darker than Jazzberry, a little bit more like of a deeper pink. And then this has some nice red foliage you can see. So I think it'll all just look beautiful here, especially with all of the different plants that we have here, the chartreuse greens that we have. And so I think it's going to be beautiful. All right, so just a few tips on mass planting before we get started. So whenever you're planting in mass like we are now, you want to make sure that you plant at the minimum spacing that your plant says to plant. So for these SunPatiens, it says that you can plant them about 12 inches apart, and so you're going to see that they're plugs, and so they won't touch right now. But later on in the season, probably even in just like a few weeks, they'll start bushing out and get closer and closer to each other, and then they'll just all start grouping in and looking like one. The other thing is just to make sure with the different colors that there's contrast and complementing plants around. And then lastly is fertilizing. These are annuals, and so just with like every other plant that we plant, and especially annuals, we're going to come by every week and fertilize these, and we're also going to put slow release fertilizer in the ground with them. So I think we should get started and lay these plants out and get them in the ground. All right, everyone, that about does it for this mass planting. We ended up getting 108 of these in the ground. We had to go back to the store and get another, basically half of what we had. And so I think that the lesson for next time is just make sure that you have this count. I think you're always going to have to plant a little bit closer than you think you're going to. So I guess we should overestimate when mass planting. But this is going to be such a gorgeous show. We're so excited to see it all fill in. And I just can't wait to show you guys more of it.
Yeah, and it's going to take us all the way through probably the frost, I hope.
Yeah, so all in all, not too bad for this many plants lasting that long.
We hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, we'll give you progress updates as the season goes along. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye, guys.